It is a beautiful blue sky day today here in Tokyo, so that means one thing. It's the perfect day to go see Mount Fuji in all her glory. One of the best things about Tokyo is how much you can experience beyond it. In just a couple of hours, you can go from one of the busiest cities in the world to somewhere quiet, scenic, and completely different. Today, we're doing exactly that. The most popular way to see Fujisan is heading to the Fuji Five Lakes area, which is beautiful, but it can get really overcrowded. So instead, we're going to Fujiyoshida, a smaller city right at the base of Mount Fuji that feels more local, more laid back, and I think a little more special. Perfect if you love photography, or if you're just looking for a quiet, easygoing day, somewhere where you can experience a more local side of Japan and enjoy those iconic Mount Fuji views without all the chaos.
The next station is Shinjuku, JC5. The doors on the right side will open.
To get there, you'll first want to make your way to Shinjuku Station. From there, you've got two main options. On this day, we took the Fuji Excursion Limited Express train. This train goes directly from Shinjuku to Kawaguchigo Station in under 2 hours, and it stops at Shimoyoshida, which is exactly where you want to be. There's no transfers, it's super straightforward. The only catch is that it does sell out, so it's best to book this in advance if you can. The tickets were about 4,000 yen per person each way. If you're planning this a little more last minute, like if you wake up and realize you want to go see Fujisan today, or you just want a bit more flexibility, the second option is to take the JR Chuo line from Shinjuku to Otsuki Station, and then from there transfer to the Fuji-Q railway line. It takes a bit longer, about 2.5 hours total, but it's very doable, there's no reservations needed, it's a little cheaper, and you get to see a bit more of the local scenery along the way. Now, you can also take a highway bus to get there, or another option if you want to see as many spots as possible and maximize your time, or if you don't feel super confident navigating your way through the area on public transit, you can book a day tour, and you'll head there on a bus with a tour guide, and they'll bring you around to several spots around the whole Fuji area. I left a couple links to the highest rated tours in the video description below if you want to check those out. And we made it to Mount Fuji! She is glorious, she is beautiful. This is the wide angle camera, so you can't see it as well, but I got some good shots for you. As soon as you exit the train, it's like, bam! Fujisan is right there. It's so cool. It honestly kind of stops you in your tracks. Pun intended. Just steps away from the train station, this already feels completely different from Tokyo, which is exactly what we want. It's quieter and slower, and everywhere you look, Mount Fuji just kind of reveals herself between the streets. Like it's just part of everyday life here. I mean, how lucky are these people to wake up each and every morning to this beautiful sight? As mentioned, we got off at Shimoyoshida Station, and the first stop you want to make is the Churedo Pagoda. This is probably one of the most famous viewpoints of Mount Fuji. You've likely seen the photos of the red pagoda with Fuji perfectly framed behind it. From the station, it's about a 15-minute walk, and then a bit of a climb to get up there, 400 steps actually, and it can get very, very busy, so if this is high on your list, definitely come early. But also, if you decide to skip it, you're not missing your only chance. One of the best things about Fujiyoshida is that incredible views of Fuji are kind of everywhere. You don't just need one perfect viewpoint. After that, we found this quiet little cafe tucked away on a side street. It's run by the nicest gentleman. It felt like such a hidden gem. There was no one else around. Just good coffee, a few snacks, and a patio with a clear view of Mount Fuji in the distance. From there, we just started wandering. No real plan, just walking through the streets, taking it all in, and eventually making our way to Honcho Street, which is one of the most famous spots here. This is the view you've probably seen. Mount Fuji perfectly framed at the end of the street with the traffic lights and traditional storefronts leading your eye right to it. It just envelops the whole street, and it really does feel like a postcard, or actually more like you've stepped into the actual postcard. But please remember, this is a real functioning street. Cars are driving through, people live and work here, so if you're taking photos, stay on the sidewalks, don't block the road or the crosswalk, and please be respectful of the space and the town as a whole. After that, we kept wandering and ended up finding this small local spot for lunch run by an older couple. Not a whole lot of English, if any. It was a very simple menu, but we were warmly welcomed by the sweetest people, and then we proceeded to eat some of the best food we've had on this trip. We ordered ramen and their homemade special gyoza. Okay, that was the cutest little spot. It was so delicious. We were the only foreigners in there.
Gringos.
And it was so good, and they were so nice and so sweet. After that, we strolled a little more through town, enjoying the warm sun on this early March day, just looking for more photo spots, of which there are many. Like I said, this is just a beautiful, sleepy Japanese town, and it was so nice to just slow down and enjoy how peaceful it is here. Of course, we can't resist passing by a Japanese 7-Eleven. These are just next level, filled with all kinds of fun snacks and drinks. No fun day out in Japan is complete without a quick konbini rip to hydrate. As we rolled into the afternoon, we hopped back on the train and went one more stop over to Mount Fuji Station to see Kanadori, the large torii gate that frames Mount Fuji perfectly down the street. It's another one of those iconic views, and this one felt a little more low-key compared to other spots. The gate is actually meant to welcome pilgrims traveling to climb Mount Fuji. And here's what's cool, it was constructed as the boundary between the normal world and the spiritual world of Mount Fuji. I haven't even come close to climbing Fuji-san, but just being in her presence, it's kind of humbling. At this point, you could absolutely continue on to Kawaguchiko to explore the Fuji Five Lakes area, but honestly, we felt pretty satisfied with what we had already seen. Fujiyoshida gave us everything we were hoping for and more. There's also a rooftop viewing deck at the top of the station, so we went up there for a few more glimpses. But by then, the clouds were starting to roll in, and Mount Fuji slowly started to disappear behind them. But if you're at the station early and the skies are clear, definitely come up here. It's a huge space and really pretty. Well, this has been a pretty successful Mount Fuji viewing day, wouldn't you say? Yeah, pretty good. It's now about 2:30 p.m. and the clouds are starting to roll in, so the views are becoming less and less. So definitely start your day early on a blue sky day because clouds could still come in, I guess. That's the kind of thing with Mount Fuji. You don't always get it all day. You catch it when you can, and when you do, that's why it feels so special. I really hope that if you're watching this, you one day get the chance to see Mount Fuji for yourself, because as beautiful as it looks here, it's even more incredible in person. That's going to be all for this video. We've got a few more Japan videos and lots more coming out, so be sure to check those out and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.